Hello, you're watching the November edition of the Royal Fashion Diaries, where we take a look at the best fashion worn by members of the royal family over the past month. From Kate's Pakistan wardrobe to Meghan's most stylish moments, and of course the Queen and the Countess of Wessex at a reception at Buckingham Palace. Let's get started with Kate, and here she's wearing a beautiful, very autumnal look. What do you make of it?
I like this look actually. I think it's a very good example of Kate's new wardrobe refresh that she's had over the past, say, 6 months. She's become more modern, I think, and modern and sleek. The two items that she's wearing here are, one is from Warehouse and the other is from Jigsaw. And I think, yeah, it's a really good combination for this time of year. The colours work well, so you've got burgundy on top and then you've got the nice olive green on the bottom, which are two great on-trend colours this season. So that kind of makes her more on it, you know, like she's in the know. And yeah, and she does great accessories with this as well, you know, with her Chanel bag. Kate has a great collection of handbags, quite envious of her big collection.
Yeah.
Yeah, so no, I think overall she's, you know, she's done really well with this look. And because she's so tall and slim as well, I think she can wear these culottes, you know, they make her legs even look longer.
Yeah.
And yeah, they're quite flattering on her figure.
And it's also quite a practical look because she's got these Tod's heels, which are a block heel. They don't look like they're very uncomfortable. They look kind of like everyday wear kind of shoes.
Yeah.
And I think it's the kind of thing that you could see somebody wearing in the office or, you know.
Definitely, yeah. And I think, you know, it's great that when you have someone in her position that other women can look at her and go, oh, yeah, I could wear that. Or, you know, and can actually go out and shop something that she's wearing.
It's a real masterclass here of mixing designer with high street because the Chanel bag just kind of adds a bit of an edge, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. And I think, you know, she needs to be aspirational as well. So she's always that. There's always a good dollop of designer through yeah, so high-low, which is, I think, is a really winning combination, you know, when you mix the high street with designer brands. I think that's a really great way to go, actually.
Moving on, we have something a little bit less casual. We have Kate on tour in Pakistan, and here she was visiting the Pakistan National Monument wearing a beautiful Jenny Packham dress.
Yeah.
Do you like this?
I'm just amazed that she arrived to the event in a tuk-tuk, didn't she?
Yes, she did.
How on earth she managed that I have no idea in that dress. But I have been a fan of this silhouette on Kate, you know, the long, slender kind of dress that goes down to the floor, basically. I think because she's got such a beautiful figure that something like this sits on her really well. And even though it's a very, very glamorous dress, it's still quite simple, so it's not over the top, you know, it's not like... so I do like that kind of simplicity about it.
I mean, head-to-toe green bejewelled dresses aren't the easiest to pull off.
No.
And she's kind of done it, but I think that not many people could necessarily rock this look.
Yeah, absolutely. I think with evening dresses, the trick is to get something that fits your figure, and because she's so slim, I think, you know, she can't go wrong really with such kind of a figure-hugging dress like that without... But yeah, it stays well inside the box of the, you know, the royal kind of etiquette, I think. But yeah, I think it's quite, it's very pretty.
Next was the third day of their tour in Pakistan, and Kate's wearing something that's very in keeping with the setting, and it's by a brand called Really Wild, which is a luxury British designer. What do you think of the outfit?
Out of the looks I've seen so far, this is probably my least favourite, I think. Just in the sense, if you take the pieces individually, I think they're very nice, but I'm not a big fan of the waistcoat over the silk shirt. I can see the kind of thing she was going for, you know, being outdoors, being in the terrain they're in, and I imagine it's really hot as well. But yeah, so yeah, it's not my favourite, I don't think.
I think it's slightly too mature for her.
Yeah, exactly.
As you said, she has such a great figure.
Yeah.
That waistcoat is drowning her a little bit.
It is, yeah. And I think, you know, the shirt's really nice. I think maybe she wore that with some possibly something that was maybe a bit more fitted at the bottom. And I just think the waistcoat shouldn't have been involved in
Yeah.
this relationship. I think Kate, she is, you know, she's becoming more modern, but I think she's got, you know, she has a lot more potential, and I would love to see her in something, maybe like if she teamed that shirt, because she is wearing leather, so maybe, you know, like leather cloths or something like that on the bottom. Black probably, possibly, or again, maybe the heat deterred her from that, although the rest of it is quite dark, the boots and everything. Yeah, so I just think it is a bit old for her, this one. It's a bit, maybe possibly frumpy, dare I say. If you take all the three pieces together, they're actually really nice, but I just think it's just the way this outfit has been put together, it's not the most flattering on her, I think.
The Duchess of Cambridge's next look in Pakistan was when she went to Islamabad's Army Canine Centre. I mean, first of all, just amazing shots of Kate with puppies.
Always a winner.
Always a winner. It was great to see. But she's managed to look incredibly chic on this occasion.
Yes.
She's wearing a Beulah London coat and white trousers and Russell Bromley shoes. Do you like it?
I like it. I think this works really well, and I love the long tuxedo coat. I think it's very beautiful. It goes well with the trousers, the white trousers. It's quite a simple look, but it's minimalist. It's modern and sleek. So I think it works very well. And her hair is down. It looks a bit more carefree. Yeah.
It's really, really beautiful, I think, on her figure, that kind of silhouette, it's cut just at the right length for her. Yeah,
it's a very flattering coat on her, actually. Whoever, I mean, I presume she chose this herself. It's quite a clever choice, and I'm sure we'll see this coat again in the next while, because it's very beautiful.
Yeah, and Kate does love to rewear her outfits.
Yeah, which is great. I like the black and white combination. I think it's quite modern, and yeah, I do like it. It's classic, but with a twist. You know, the length of the jackets is quite on trend, and I think she's hit the ball out of the park with this one, definitely.
The next event in the royal calendar was the Duchess of Sussex attending a roundtable discussion with young leaders from around the world, and Meghan is wearing this nice red outfit. What do you think of it?
I love the skirt. I think because it's quite, even though it's leather, but it's still very chic and sophisticated. And yeah, I'd actually really fancy that skirt in my wardrobe. Yeah. And yeah, she's teamed it with a kind of a similar berry tone, and which is again a good kind of on it. I know about fashion colour to choose. I think this season. I mean, it's quite a daring choice. It's so kind of low cut for a royal, really, but you know, that's kind of Meghan. She does like to push the boundaries, I think, when it comes to fashion. And she's quite relaxed with it, because you know, she's from California, so she's quite relaxed with her figure. And I like these pumps by Sarah Flint in Cabernet Suede. I think the heel is very sophisticated, skinny heel, long heel. I mean, I don't think I could walk in these myself.
No.
I admire any woman that can.
Yeah, I think this outfit is really gorgeous. It does remind me of her suits days, the pencil skirt, and I know that she has one of these skirts in green as well.
It's from Hugo Boss, I think.
Yes, yeah, it's Hugo Boss, and the top is from Joseph.
Yeah, it's nice and sleek, isn't it, in modern, and also I think the colour as well is it's a good choice for, you know, dark weather. It's kind of, it pops out. But yeah, it is quite low cut for royal, which is, you know, I don't disagree with it, but yeah, it's always, you know, she does push the boundaries, I think, a lot.
Next, we had the Duchess of Sussex attending the One Young World Summit as the Vice President of the Queen's Commonwealth Trust. So she was here at the Albert Hall looking really glamorous in this purple dress. Can you tell us a bit more about it?
So this purple dress is from one of her favourite Canadian designers called Aritzia, and she's very much brought this brand to the forefront in the UK. I think people are now ordering it online. Purple is having a moment, so Meghan is like, I know about fashion, I'm going to wear purple, look at me, I know my fashion. And I think, yeah, it's a very simple dress. I do give her marks for wearing it when, you know, she was pregnant with Archie, her son, and she wore this to an event, and now she's wearing it again. which is quite surprising as a woman, because I think once you've worn a dress when you're pregnant, it doesn't make you feel great. In terms of like, I couldn't wait to get rid of all my maternity clothes. But here she's rocking it again, so you know, kudos to Meghan. I mean, purple's not my favourite colour, but I can see more and more fashionable people wearing it, you know, people in the know. So I think it is a nod to her knowledge, really, of trends and colours and stuff. I mean, it's with her dark hair and stuff. I don't know. The colour is a bit witchy or something. I think purple can be very harsh on your skin as well, on your skin tone. It's not the most flattering colour, but then you know, if you kind of play by the trends and play by this season purple's in, you know, well then in that way it's a winner, I guess.
The final event in the royal calendar was the Diamond Jubilee Trust reception, which was held at Buckingham Palace. And we had Her Majesty the Queen with the Countess of Wessex, who is patron of the charity. And Her Majesty looks great, doesn't she, here in cobalt blue?
I hope I look this good when I'm 93.
Yes, yeah. 93.
Yeah, I always really admire the Queen for choosing such colour. You know, she does a lot of colour blocking, and I really admire her choice of kind of vibrant, bright colours. And I think for a woman her age, it's a really clever move, actually, because it says, you know, here I am, I'm in the room, and it conveys power and prestige. I think especially this royal blue that she's chosen. And I would give anything to know what's in her handbag. She just carries these handbags around.
Her trusty black handbag is always with her.
It's always with her. And I would just kill to know what's in there.
Yeah. I think if there's one thing the Queen does have, it's a signature style. And this is it to a T, really.
Absolutely, yeah.
And of course, accompanying her is the Countess of Wessex wearing a Valentino dress. Do you like this?
I do. I like it in the fact that I'm a fan of minimalist, chic, kind of simple dresses, and I do like this. And I think when you realise what the detail involved, from afar it looks really simple. And Valentino's great at adding kind of very subtle details, which if you look closely at this dress, I think it has that in spades with the kind of t-shirt sleeves, which is quite a modern silhouette, and then it kind of moves into the pleats, which are actually structured petals. That gives it a very interesting kind of dynamic to the dress, and also maybe it warrants its very expensive price, which is nearly £3,000.
What do you think of her accessories?
Personally, I'm not a massive fan of her necklace. I can't quite make out what I'm not a fan of it. I think it's just too long for the dress.
Yeah.
Maybe some nice statement earrings, slightly more statement earrings, and forgot about the necklace. I think may have been a better move. I just think because it's such a simple dress, having such a long draping chandelier or pendant kind of necklace like that isn't, I don't think it's the most flattering.
Yeah, I agree. It just throws the shape slightly off.
It does, yeah, absolutely.
I think this maybe is an example of how your accessories can make or break a look.
Absolutely. Yeah, I know accessories are really important, I think, for either building a look up or knocking it down.
Yeah. And that completes this month's edition of the Royal Fashion Diaries. Joanne, thank you so much for talking to us. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Oh, thanks so much for having me. It's been so much fun.
If you enjoyed it, then please do leave a comment below and like, subscribe and ring that bell so you don't miss next month's edition of the show.